He has books out, 3 books out, I think third one coming on the way. He's a playwright, numerous plays, have sold out with auditoriums. And if he's not, he is internationally known and locally respected, man. Y'all give it up for none other than Mr. Warm Wednesdays. Give it up for Lamar Anthony.
How y'all doing? Real fast before we start this, on September 29th is the Battle of the Beltway Slam. For those of you who don't know what that means, it's a slam between the 4 poets from Baltimore and 4 poets from DC. It's going to happen right here in this building. It is important that if you've never supported anything else in your life, that we support this. I'll tell you why. If DC shows up here and there's nobody in the building, I will never, and if I never hear the end of it, you will never hear the end of it. I promise you that much. So, I have tickets tonight. Tickets are $20 at the door. If you buy your ticket tonight, it's only $10. It's going to be an incredible night. You've never seen anything like it. You buy your ticket tonight, I'll give you a CD for free of the poems. I just want y'all in the building for this slam. It's going to be a huge night. Benny Black, who's like the biggest poetry promoter in DC, is bringing a team. I'm putting a team together of Baltimore poets, and we just gonna go at it until somebody loses. And it better not be us. I will never be able to show my face in DC again. All right. Let's do something old and something new, okay? I went through bouts of depression, but I've learned my lesson. These little girls are just stress. I need a woman in my life. Somebody I can hold, caress, and squeeze real tight. Somebody I can love for the rest of my life. Now on Friday night, y'all keep that club. I want to hit Blockbuster, pop popcorn, and make love. Saturday morning, I want to sleep till dawn. Sunday morning, go to church with you on my arm. I was a fool to creep out, but baby, times done changed. Even the best dogs gotta be trained. You know what I mean? I've learned some new tricks, like how to think with something other than my dick. And I've been trying to write for weeks, but visions of you block my creativity. I've searched for recesses of my soul for civility. I've got books on relationships trying to understand your point of view. I got subscriptions to Essence, Ebony, Heart and Soul, and Black Woman, and I still don't have a clue. Baby, won't you tell me what a brother gotta do? Don't you know I walk barefoot across the Sahara Desert for you? I'll backstroke the Pacific. I'll fight every lion in the Bronx Zoo. Baby, for the chance to have you back in my arms, I'll walk through the worst project in Brooklyn with a fuck New York t-shirt on. See, they never understand what they have until it's gone, and now my well is as dry as a bone. I can't get my thoughts together. All I do is look at your picture. From this point on, wherever you are, baby, I just want to be there with you. I got your back unconditionally. If they want you, let them come through me. Now maybe it's the way your kisses taste, or maybe it's the way your smile just lights up the place. All I know is that I want my daughters to have your face, so no more deceit, no more lying. I've already stacked away 2 paychecks to buy the diamond. So right now, under the sight of God, if anyone in the 5 seasons knows any reason why these 2 should be joined together in holy matrimony, I'll shoot them if they even breathe too hard. With this ring, I promise you everything inside of my power. With this ring, I promise nothing the 2 of us together cannot conquer. With this ring, I promise that when times get hard, I'll get harder. With this ring, I promise nothing to drink the ground. With this ring, I promise to hold this family down. With this ring, I promise to obey, because more times than not, love you is right anyway. With this ring, I swear if you have a weakness, I won't ever reveal it. And with this ring, I promise to make love to you so good your mother will feel it. With this ring, 2 become 1. With this ring, you become the moon to my sun. With this ring, I promise to defend, because with this ring, my life is over, and our life begins. All right, so one more poem, I'm out of y'all way. I mentioned the slam, right? September 29th, that's a Saturday right here. Get your tickets tonight. I'll give you a free CD if you buy your ticket. I also have a book, it's called Things Your Man Wants to Tell You, but won't because he's afraid you'll stop sleeping with him. But I've only got like 1 of those left. I think I want to save it. Not sure. Okay, we'll do this last piece and get out of your way. Can I do the Dirt Church and get out of your way?
Yeah, Dirt Church.
Welcome to the Dirt Church, where every word bleeds for the children of Darfur, Newark, Baltimore, the children of the Ninth Ward. Now my relationship with my God is different than yours. So you might find me in the back, I'll be double fisting some fine spirits. You get it twisted, you think I'm not coherent. You watch me get up on the stage and rip it. I am the definition of debauchery. Still I find time to worship properly. Find time to align my soul with prophecy. So when it's all said and done, and y'all are viewing the body, I only ask that you speak over me honestly. They say the writer dies when he has nothing left to write. That means I'm closer to death every time I touch a mic, and I'm fine with that. I am reincarnated in the souls of every writer I have ever inspired. My ain't their pain. Even if I'm never acknowledged one of the greatest writers of my age, consider this my eulogy, a definition of my worth, until he put me back in the only congregation that matters, the Dirt Church. I'm only on my 6th life, so in the universe's eyes, I was born last night, but I come back in my 7th, more focused than ever, 10 times harder on my grind. So 3 days after my death, if you would, search every manger that you can find. Look for the brown baby with the North Star twinkle in his eyes, and please bring 2 friends, both wise, both bearing gifts in kind. I know y'all think that's blasphemy, but as for me and my house, we will only serve the word. Until the word becomes life, and the light becomes light. Then the light begins to illuminate the night. In my mind, we are all Christ. We are all on our personal crosses begging for help. So when you see me up there praying, you think I'm talking to myself. On a broad street in Philly, mumbling under my breath, like I'm living in my own brain. You probably think I'm crazy. I think I'm the only one who's sane. I'm just trying to make a difference like Mr. Middle Name Hussein. But we are both crazy for thinking any nigga wants change. Most niggas are very comfortable in their ways, in their religion, even if they've never read the book for themselves. That's why they buy whatever bullshit their preacher sells. All thirsty as hell, but ain't no water in that well. All asking God for things they could righteously get themselves. And I know prosperity teaching says God wants to triple your worth. That is, of course, as long as the pastor's worth is triple first. But I will not be fooled by the fear tactics of your religion. I ain't afraid of shit. I do poetry for a living. This is elevated wisdom. This is, lo and behold, Jesus wasn't a Christian. So why are you? Jesus never allowed himself to be labeled. So why is it when we receive labels, we embrace them? Welcome to the Dirt Church, second service, where CDs and DVDs are available for purchase, but this is elevator music. It's meant to pacify your soul. From porches you used to play on to porches you now own. You were young, now you grown, and you ain't got no time for ohms, peace and blessings, candles and incense. I don't know near nothing about none of that bullshit. I'm from a city where even living is a challenge, because your life expectancy is lower than your car's miles per gallon. But I'm not an atheist. I do believe that God exists. If you had walked where I had walked, you wouldn't even question this. Worst parts of your city, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and cats don't even stare. Well, look into my eyes, they understand that I belong there. They understand that I'm from where cowards don't get to eat, where gangsters and hustlers prey upon the meek. So if you're going to inherit it, you better be willing to die for it. If you really want it, you better be willing to fight for it. And my life is a movie, there's a brutal film, feel my pain. 1 million people watch it, but nobody see that shit the same. I am on a different plane. No, it's not a G4, more like a single engine over the Bermuda Triangle. Once I take off, you ain't gonna see me no more. And cats are always asking Mar, how you on that God shit? You gotta know it's nonsense. I tell them, contraire, mon frere, we ain't end up here by accident. I definitely believe in the divine plan, but I also know any religion on this planet was created by a man. And I don't follow men, not even on Twitter. Most of them self-righteous, arrogant, and bitter. Most of them jealous to the point of being animalistic. That's why they turn around and give their God the same characteristics. See, since the second God came, man understood the God game. Get 1 million men to believe like you believe, you can get them all to kill in God's name. And we can all sit around and argue amongst each other about whose God is tougher, but my God is love. My God is a nurturer. Their God causes earthquakes and tsunamis. Their God is a murderer. Their God, to show a sign, causes 1 million birds to fall out of the sky. My God says, you pollute the air, you blame that on what? Their God, to show a sign, causes 1 million fish to show up upon the soil. My God says, I gave you beautiful oceans, you polluted them all with oil. I serve a God of common sense, so I serve the common man. And you don't need a doctorate in theology to understand. The answer's right under your nose. The Latin translation of religion is control. You free your mind, free your soul. End of the sermon. Welcome to the Dirt Church early bird service. Thank y'all for listening.
Coming in the air, and the screams from everywhere. I'm addicted to the thrill. It's addiction.
Move around, boss, Lamar Hill. We got like 2 more, and then we're gonna get to this after party with DJ franchise and the ones and twos. Next up to the stage, I was trying to figure out how I was going to end the night. I think my end of the night.